let me throw in one little like deep end woo woo thing about control. All
Okay.
right. So we're all waking up, we're all growing up. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always talk about how um the like it's like the chakras in the body. Okay. There's the first, the second, the third, the fourth is the heart, right? The fifth, sixth, and the seventh. All right. These are like, if you had the right eyes, you could actually see this. Anyway, the third is all about control. Okay. It's your power, it's power and control.
Mm.
So it's almost like, or it might actually be that humanity is right now, we're growing up, we're moving from the third to the fourth. The fourth is love, it's ethics. All
Mm.
right, so we're calling bullshit on all of them. You know what I mean? Because we're like, ethically, we're like, this isn't, we're all seeing that's not right. And are you kidding me?
Mm.
Trafficking, all this
Mm.
stuff. All right. So humanity is becoming more heart centered than power centered, or where we're adding the heart center onto the control center. Right.
Mm. Mhm.
First chakra is security. Second one is like relationship. The third is control. The fourth is the heart. So we're growing up, um,
Mm.
and and these people that are in control, they
Mhm.
want to stay on top, but
Of
they're
course.
not, because we're all growing above them right now. Okay,
Mm.
they're trying to push us down. They're trying to keep that heart. They don't want you to have a heart. They don't want you to have a heart. Does that make
Correct.
sense?
It makes all the sense in the world. It's been doing that from the beginning of time. You have your takers and your leavers. The leavers are natural humans. Somewhere along the line, the takers came along and they created governments and they created slavery, mind slavery, schools, penitent, laws. It's just like creating a new development. That's what all these societies are. It's nonsense, and they run by their own. Okay, you got to go by the HOA. What is HOA? What is,
Right.
um, I do believe we're moving deeply into the time of truth and compassion, and even
Which is
if
the
you're,
heart.
yes, that and that has to put everything aside, where you stand politically, what your so-called faith is. If you stand before another human and you're declaring to kill and murder and blah 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 and they're ruthless and they'll do this and you don't you need to say, well, let's put everyone in the room. Have you ever noticed that they never ever, when it comes to any war, all you see is the news clips of the people yelling, and for all
Hmm.
you know, that could be a really well edited piece put together. How do you even know that's real? Because you've been told it's real.
Yep. Yep.
So, just like any other group that has an issue, you put everyone in the room and put it live television. Put live television
Yeah.
where you can't hide anything. Live television, you can't hide the true emotions. You can't hide the actual things being said, and you can't hide the experiences that are being told. So when we talk about we need to support Ukraine and we need to support this and we need to go to war here, why do we have to listen to a president or an administration that don't give a rat's ass about your humanity?
Right.
Because if they truly did, they would do everything in their power to find peace and understanding of an entire situation. And for all of you that are still fool enough and emotionally tied into, well, this is 2,000 years and this is 3,000 and this is get I don't want to hear it anymore.
We're all done with it. We're
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 done with
all
it. We're done with the excuses. We're done with
yeah
the excuses. We're tired of the.
yeah
This is your fight. You want to murder and kill and fight and defend in the name of?
Killing in the name of.
Don't drag me into it. Don't drag my child. This is my kid. You don't come and tell me where you're sending my child over something that has nothing to do with me. Nothing
right
to do with me. Zero. You're not coming in to help my child when they're crying about a serious issue. You're not here when my wife is diagnosed with cancer. You're not here when a niece or a nephew is diagnosed with autism. You're not here when we have to decide what to do with our elderly. What gives you the power of a government of people that supposedly are looking out for your ass? What gives you that entitlement to send my child and your child off to get slaughtered in the name of what now? I don't give a shit if it's in the name of nationalism or freedom. Whatever label you put on it, you're asking to use my child, your child, to go off to possibly be murdered and to sacrifice for what? I say we're all done. We're done. And
We're
unless
done.
unless you can go on live television with actual civilians, let the civilians talk. Let the civilians say what goes on. Let the civilians talk about what's really going down. And until that happens, I don't want to hear news channels. I don't want to hear our politicians, which, by the way, I know, the show in our government, you have this, the Speaker of the House, he's a Christian, he's praying. Oh, yeah? Did he make a bill to clear homelessness? Did he go out of his way to help? No, his first thing was to support Israel and send money. Is that our main priority? This ain't my house.
Check out the Breuerverse every Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you can't wait till then, sign up for Patreon and get it 2 days early, along with other exclusive content.